So today's mission is Shadow Play. It's another one in our Romulan story arc. We have just finished Desperate Measures. So as usual, we're going to pick up the rewards. Now, what do we need? Do we need a hyper combat impulse engine, or do we need gravic? Hey, do we need that modulation impulse engine? So let's have a look. What have we got, and which one's going to suit us better? So here we have the combat one. We've only got a Mark II at the moment, so anything is going to be better. That's a lot better. The flight speed is faster. Our turn rate is faster. It's important to get your turn rates up for when you're in battle, so you can get in and out of the enemy really quick. We can go for the prototype one, which is actually a very rare one, which looks to be quite a bit better. So we're going to take the purple one because it's a higher grade item. So we'll pop that on our ship. That's our impulse, so that's one when we're in fighting other ships and in orbit of planets. Always a good idea to keep that up. Dump the old one. We're never going to use the old ones. No point hanging on to them. We've got some batteries here for our shields can go in there, engine batteries, and we've also picked this up, which is a science console. It's not as good as what we've got, so let's dump that as well. Nice clean inventory. Check to see if you can refine your dilithium. Make sure you do that at least once a day. And that's done. Our assets are 48,000. Sounds good. Wait till you get into the millions. Doesn't take too long. Okay, so we're ready for Shadow Play.
Tequila, the survivor you rescued from Demora Station, has provided some very interesting information about both the Tal Shar and the new race with which they've allied. Meanwhile, the Romulan Republic and neutral colonies are continuing to report mysterious abductions. We believe these two events are related. Tequila wants to go home to her colony on Serene Prime. The colony there has remained independent from both the remains of the Romulan Star Empire and the burgeoning Romulan Republic. That puts them in a delicate balancing act. We thought taking Tequila home could be a good opportunity to figure out what's happening behind the scenes of the Romulan conflict. We would like you to go to Serene Prime and investigate.
And tonight we would love to do that, so we're going to accept the mission.
I have new missions for you.
I bet you have. Let's deal with this one. This is Shadow Play. Now, because we ranked up a bit, we've got a new some new duty officers coming in. And here he is. Now, duty officers are different from bridge officers. Don't forget, you can send them on missions and things. I'm not going to do that at the moment because we want to just finish Shadow Play, but we'll look at it at the end of the mission, if I don't forget. Space point, and we have completed the top two rows. Once we've done all three rows here, we will then take some different choices perhaps as we come down. We'll again check our traits and things are still in their trays, and we notice once again Naughty Star Trek has taken away our personal space traits. So once again we will come and plop them back in. Now, there are theories of different ways of fixing these. You can save your loadouts, log on and off. I haven't found one that actually works 100% yet. So off to Google you go if this continues to be an issue for you. It is a bit of an issue, let's be honest, because these are all your bonuses. Again, I'm not looking at these too much. It's up to you how you want to play your game. And we still can't do these things, so that's okay. So there you go. That's something to remember is once a day, if you've logged off and you log on, or if you've made changes to your ship, pop into your character screen and just check out your ship's skills and stuff and traits and make sure they're all there. Make sure your stations are still there. They generally are, but not always. Also, when you swap ships at a later date, I'll tell you this early on, sometimes it won't transfer all your bridge officers across to their stations. So every time come in and just check stuff. Still can't do reputation system, boo. We'll get there. Right, so where are we going, guys? We are going to Serene Prime. Once again, finding on our map. There she is, double click. Head that way. We can go to our maps here and go to the area map and find out how far away we are. Not too far at all. The good thing with these early missions is they do all tend to happen in and around the same systems, like Earth Starbase, Vulcan, and as I say, nothing is too far away to start off with. We'll notice our side missions are still here. But for now, I've shown you how to get into the side missions to increase your experience points, etc. If you want to toughen up before you do the story arcs or to do new story arcs. You don't have to. Hopefully I'm going to show you how to go through with just doing the story arcs and not having to worry about buying new weapons, getting extra XP. Each story arc should move you on quite nicely.
Scientists are adapting Borg technology to suit their own needs. A Federation crew caught in an impossible situation fights to survive, but help may not arrive in time. Who will heed their desperate call? In their anguish, the Romulans could cause a greater tragedy than even they imagine.
Thank you, Spock. So, yeah, as I say, I'm going to try and just go through the story arcs, at least for now. And you should, each story arc or each mission in a story arc should give you just enough extra expertise or power to do the next mission. And we don't want it to be too easy, guys, for now. So we're going in, shadow play. Once again, I'm not going to read all of that with you guys watching. It makes the video too long, but obviously do that yourself. We need to get into this green space here, the circle. And here's the rear. He doesn't look happy, does he? He's pretty grumpy. Again, we need to at least read some of this stuff. There's nothing green we can't get, or I can't get through that quickly. So we're getting some options because he wants to find out why we're here, what we're doing. Got a feeling no matter what you choose, they're going to attack you anyway. So, hey, choose your own path. You can choose the other options or the lying or whatever. See how you get on with that. Now, what is she? She's a Mark III ship. So we need to be a little bit more careful how we deal with her. I'm not very happy that she's firing at my rear shield here, so I'm going to turn her around.
Shields failing.
Now, level 3 ships are very tough for us at this level because 2s take long enough. We can be quite sure we'll get past the 2. Level 3, we might need to be a little bit more wily. Use our manoeuvring skills, get in and out. Don't let ourselves be a sitting duck. Also be aware that we can only use skills every so often, so if we've used that manoeuvring skill, we have to really take care of ourselves until we can use it again. Same with the other skills, like sending in boarding parties. Firing torpedoes is actually takes a while for those to reload at this stage. But they're down to 48%, we're at 95%, so we're giving as good as we're getting, or even better. So for now, we'll just keep plugging away. We don't need to use the manoeuvring. Here we go, we're behind it. We've taken these shields down a bit. We'll just sit here a while. All right, our 4 shields are going down. Turn the guidance on. 65% in the hull. Time to get in our bike a little bit. Make sure we are clicking all our defensive things here. We don't seem to be getting too far away, but we've keeping our shields up. And we've fought her off long enough that she's run away. Well, okay, we need to go into orbit, which means going through this gap in the shield here. Beauty. We can scan this gas on the way in. Again, we're pretty safe. Make sure when you're doing that you are safe, especially if there's level 3 ships around. They will take you out. We did very well surviving that with our current weapons that we're using. Just spotted over here some more gases and stuff we can pick up. Just where my cursor is. We're not going to do that because it takes too long with the video, so we're going to go down. Little drop box or a little crate here we can open before we go in.
Jolan True, and welcome to Serene Prime. Oh, thank you for returning Takela to us. I'm sure her family is pleased she is safe. However, you have arrived at an interesting time. I was just preparing to meet with representatives from the Romulan Star Empire and the Romulan Republic. Each are urging our colony to join their faction. We've done our best to stay out of the conflict until now, but I fear we will soon be forced to take a side. Yes, the Empire has a way of offering assistance that feels more like a threat. They offered security services for my world, and I could not risk refusing them. And, to be fair, there have been no abductions since the fleet began protecting the planet. A number of our citizens went missing in the weeks before the Empire arrived. The Empire blames the Republic, of course, but I think Sela likes to blame them for a lot of things. There's no evidence they are responsible, however. In fact, there's no evidence at all. And I think that if the Republic were behind these kidnappings, they would leave some trace behind. If you would care to speak to the representatives, I would be interested in hearing what your opinion of them is.
See, sometimes it's not about the fighting, it's about the talking. But mostly it's about the fighting. Now you'll need to read that to be able to make your decisions and choices. And that allows you to report back to the councillor here.
Well, what did you think of them?
Now I haven't read it, so let's just wing it here.
An interesting perspective. Thank you for your suggestion. Our most convincing evidence comes from a survivor of Virinat. And if his story can be believed, he says he knows who is behind these abductions. You should speak to him before you leave. He's behind that building.
Now I chose to tell him to stay neutral. You may tell him to go one way or the other. That's your choice. It's your story. And there's a guy behind the building over here. And don't forget the running. My God, do not forget the running. There you go. Gets us there quicker. We'll talk to this guy. Okay, so we've done what we can on the ground here. There is a lot to see, a lot to look at, but you'll get to see it at a later date, I guess. But you can go and explore all over. I've noticed on a lot of maps in Star Trek Online, they've made some huge places that people never go to because they just run to where the mission is and beam out again and never get to see any of this stuff. I don't have time to do that in a mission video, so we'll beam up. I love this little guy, but I think he's got to go. Alrighty, looks like we're going to have trouble getting out of here. I do have a little method I use, which I'm going to use here. You'll get your own way out, but you'll see what I do when I do it, if I can do it. Now, do we want help? I'm actually going to say yes. I think I normally say no. Let's see what it does. Well, we're under attack. What we've got to do is defeat the Romulan vessel as it says here. But also we need to get get out of this field here. I'm not sure what asking for help is going to cost us. Usually nothing is free, but hey, why not? It may be just what it is. Sometimes, as they say, a cigar is just a cigar. We're fine, thank you very much. We'll just take that item. Now we have to cross the barrier. There's no doubt going to be some people trying to stop us, but our objective is to get to this point. So you can either fight your way to this point, or you can get to this point as soon as possible. There will be some fighting. If you stay and fight, well, good luck with that. We'll just scan this while we're here. No one is going to attack us, I don't think, until we get at least to the barrier. So let's line ourselves up a little bit. She's going to stay in the middle of that screen. We'll get rid of that in a second when we get far enough away. So I want to line myself up with that hull. And the reason for that is because I'm going to make a run for it. Say what now? You heard me. I'm going to make a run for it. I'm going to try not to die, as I said, through these missions. And apart from the one with the Doomsday machine that you cannot avoid, we've done well so far. Zoom into the back of our ship. It's still not quite where we want to be. Alrighty, let's get the hell out of Dodge. I'm not going to stop and scan that gas. I have a bad feeling about that. Well, that was easier than I expected. Maybe when you're playing it on a higher level, you get attacked. I was pretty sure we got attacked there. We didn't. So, hey, enough of those cowardly tactics. All right, we've got a couple of destinations to go here, which is debris scanning. And there it is. We're getting close enough to scan it. So we'll turn off our full impulse, scan the debris. Move along to the second lot. Our green arrow here is pointing us to somewhere else. Which is the planet. So we'll head that way. Now, interesting, they're detecting vessels and then they're disappearing. So what does that tell us? That's right, they've got a cloak. But here we're going to beam down to the planet. And what do we need to do? Basically find out what's going on. So we're going to look for we're going to scan a colonist, a crater, and a beacon. So bring our map up. We can see they're in various places here. Evidence, 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 and of course on the way, people to kill. Why not? You can try and get around them, but hey, killing things gives us extra XP and credits, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll get Bob out. What are you? Apparently something my man doesn't want to attack, but we'll give it a go. There we go. As I say, sometimes it's a bit sticky. Fortify doesn't work straight away. Sometimes your weapon won't shoot straight away, so you've got to toggle. You'll see all these bugs as you play yourself, and you'll work your way around them in your own particular manner. Nasty bugs. All right, somewhere, someone or something. Where are you? It's slightly to our left, it's moving. All right, let's go up these steps. He's a dead colonist. Yeah, he's definitely dead. Give him a scan. So that's that part of the mission done. We need to go, where do we need to go, guys? Well, we're in the middle, left or right, it makes no difference which one we do first. We're heading in this direction anyway. So onwards and upwards. Again, there's a lot to see and explore here that's been built, but mostly most people just run around in the straight lines. We're going to do that for these videos. Otherwise, they'll become very, very long indeed. And then you won't have a reason to explore. Lots and lots of lovely things to shoot at. Don't forget, if your secret drone icon lights back up, it means he's disappeared. Bring him out again. So that's 2 out of the 3 parts. We now need to get over to our left here. Can't run through the building. Can we run around it? No, we're at the edge of the map here. So we'll just go back the way we've come, have a look at all these wonderful buildings. Very quaint, very, I guess, 16th, 17th century looking UK. And in the background here, that's interesting. There's is that a crashed starship? We'll find out when we get there. And we're just having a little ticky tour around the town because we can. Oops. Now, where's our crew gone? Here they come. And here we are. We're going to take some samples, I guess, from the crater.
Enemy targets on sensor.
And as you just saw, if you're doing something, you get attacked, you have to start again. All right. Now we need to activate a console that we can see is back in the other direction. But again, have a look around, smell the flowers, drink the coffee. Which reminds me, don't forget to hydrate and eat stuff. So while you're in a safe space, just walk away from the table, guys. Get a drink, get something to eat.
Citizens of the Empire, it is with great sorrow that I report the destruction of our colony in the Virinat system by the terrorist insurgents known as the Romulan Republic. I believe most of the residents of Virinat were loyal subjects of the Empire who were unaware of the terrorist cell hidden amongst their homes and families. Their deaths are a tragedy.
So we've got a bit of a Romulan civil war going on here between the Empress and everybody else, basically.
When the Tal Shiar attempted to remove the insurrectionists and save Virinat and its people, the Romulan Republic destroyed the entire colony rather than submit to the lawful authority of my forces. I grieve for the loss of innocent life. Rest assured that those responsible will be found and punished for their crimes against the Romulan people. Virinat will not be forgotten.
And it's time for the ambush. There you go. And our crew have ran off to finish the baddies off. Good on them. Alrighty, we need to go back up to the ship. Here we go. Beam me up, Scotty. Of course, you have to say that, and you will say that every time, even if it's just in your head. I think we're bred to do that. We were trained to do that. If you were watching the original series, or you watched any movies or comedy shows where that is used a lot. And of course, obligatory starships to blow up. Didn't take too long.
Target's shields have failed.
And that takes care of them.
To all Starfleet vessels, our allies in the Romulan Republic are under attack by the Tal Shiar. All combat-ready vessels are ordered to report to New Romulus immediately. Individual orders to follow. Thank you for responding so quickly. Your orders are to rendezvous with Battle Group Phi at Virinat and proceed to New Romulus to reinforce our vessels there. The battle is already underway.
Now that's going to happen automatically. You'll see there's a countdown there.
Glad to have you here. Let's get to New Romulus.
Now look down there, we've got the Kirk, the Akagi, and a pop-up screen over the top of the rest. But hey, nice to see some ships coming here, and we're off to New Romulus.
We are grateful beyond words for your help. You have arrived in the nick of time. New Romulus does not have the developed orbital defenses necessary to repel such an attack, and Admiral Kararek is calling for as many ships as possible to defend the planet. The flotilla protecting the planet has been pushed back by the enemy assault. They are at their final line now. They need your help. Glad you could join us. Concentrate fire on their command ship.
So we've been given our orders, destroy the command ship. Which is no doubt going to be the Dreadnought. They are the toughest ships around. She's a level 4. The chances of taking her out alone would be impossible at this level. But we're not alone. So we're going to take this command ship out. We fight all the other ships. But we've been given specific orders here. If I can find it again, there she is. So depending how long you want to prolong the battle for. Now we're in a bit of trouble here, you see our hull's down to 65. We need to be a little bit cagey, get away from the bulk of their ships, and let our shields and hull come back up as much as we can, while our comrades
Hull integrity below 50%.
are fighting on our behalf. So it's okay to get away from the battle a little bit there. There's a command ship. So we're down to 56 to 59%, 63 hull. Rear shields in a bit of trouble there. Just check in case we've got any better weapons. We don't. So we're going to head back in. And perhaps we're going to have to deal with these smaller ships.
Ship is under attack.
So let's do that. You may find actually that you just do not have the firepower, and the only way to take the command ship down is to defeat all these smaller ships. Sometimes when there's a lot of support ships around, they are actually supplying power to the main ships and boosting their shields and hulls right back up again. So we're going to take these small ships out.
Rear shields failing.
Let's try not to get destroyed ourselves. She's down to 6%. Now she's back up to 10. We don't want that to happen.
Right shields failing.
And we're struggling with this number 2 here.
Hull integrity below 75%.
But we're trying to keep away, as I say, from the other ships. There's 3 or 4 out there. We're struggling to get away from them, but that's okay. Once we can take out this ship here, with a bit of luck. That's not happening for us, but just we're getting hit quite hard. But our manoeuvrability has come back up. They are actually getting us some tractor beams as well.
Right shield failing.
We are in a bit of trouble here, guys. So let's send our shuttle across. I'm pretty sure once we can deal with this level 2 ships here, the other ones won't worry us too much. We're just being hit by a lot of firepower at the moment.
Hull integrity below 50%.
1%. We need a good clean shot at her. Come on, come on, come on, guys. Come on. Take it out, take it out. And there she goes. Alrighty. Looks like we were hitting the other ships, or our friends here were helping us out. We couldn't really see it. So there's only a few ships left. We'll wait for our shields and hull to come back online. And there we go, up to 100%. So we'll go back in, take some more ships out.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed. Four shields failing.
Now this is some pretty full-on stuff, guys. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun when you don't die. As I say, just keep plugging away. Pick your targets off. Alrighty, where's their command ship? She's over here. She's still pretty strong. What's this battleship? This battleship's a Mark III, but maybe we can help pick this up as the other Starfleet ships are having a go at it.
Target's shields have failed.
We can get rid of that battleship. Really going to help. Let's have a look. How good are we feeling today, guys? You're down to 39%. Bada boom. Quite a bit of help from the Kirk there, I think. Level 4 Dreadnought may be a bit hard for us. Let's have a look.
Warning, ship is under attack.
99%. We'll go for a level 1 frigate. Trying to suss out where the command ship is. Oh, there she is in the middle. Over it down she goes. And we are mopping them up now. This is good. Lost the command ship for a second. We'll find out. Now I do hear of people failing this mission time and time again. And I think it's because they do go a bit gung-ho, they don't take the small ships out. And when you're going to fight the command ship, you're going to need every ounce of power and help you've got. So you're not going to do that when surrounded by a lot of other frigates and warships. Dreadnought's getting hit quite hard there, it's down to 50%. We need to watch our hull, because even though the shield is up, we don't want the hull going down, and we didn't concentrate enough on that. To look at our shields, obviously some of the weapons are getting through, and we've been destroyed, much to my annoyance. But we're going back in. So again, I could cheat and redo this mission time and time again so you guys think we never die. Players die. You will die. Probably on this mission quite a lot, but we did the best we could for a while there. Now like a bit of payback, so this Dreadnought has to go. Now, it seems to me that these enemy ships are not getting any less. So maybe the tactic of getting rid of the smaller ones was not quite the right one. We tried to go in without that, and that didn't work too well. But let's have a look. Where is this command ship? She's over here. She's still at 95%. Are we going to get close enough to her to attack her? We are. So let's have a little go at see what we can do here. Might encourage some other vessels to join us. And there she goes. She's disappeared. She's using cloaking technology by the looks of it. So perhaps what we need to do is just keep an eye on her, see where she goes. There she is over here. And see if that's the better way to take her out. She's down to 83%. So yeah, I'm going to concentrate on attacking the command ship now. Attacking all the smaller ships didn't seem to help too much. They didn't seem to be getting any less in number. And I'm right on top of it. Now it's interesting here for me is that this ship we're attacking, the LCR ship, is actually the one I use on my main character now. It's a very tough little ship. It can split into two. So it's got an assault craft. The part you want to hit is the main body. And so we're going to come in. It's gone down to 45, 43%. Shields are holding quite well here. So now I'm concentrating fire on the command ship. Got it down to 28%. She's moved again. But not too far away from the tractor. Here she is. And with a bit of luck, we'll send the boarding party over. With a bit of luck, with a bit of help from our friends, we might be able to take her down. %. We'll just sit here a while. We're not getting hit by anything. We appear to be being covered quite well by our fleet ships. 3. Back up to 6. Let's see how she handles some torpedoes. Alrighty, where did she go? She's almost dead. Here she is, and she's going down. Even though we're in a tractor beam, she's gone. Now, whether it's going to make us destroy the rest of these ships or whether they are going to run away, we'll have to wait a few minutes and have a look. They're still there. But that's okay. We died once. A bit disappointed at that, but let's see how you guys do. It'll be fun.
On behalf of the Romulan Republic, thank you for your assistance today. You have saved our new world from destruction. We cannot begin to repay these deeds you have performed today, but know that your names will go down in history.
Now, do let us know in the comments how you handle these missions. If you played it through without dying, if you have a different tactic, or even if you got really frustrated and died 100 times. It'll be interesting to find out. Of course, there will be the few people who say it was a piece of cake and we breezed through it. That's okay too. So I think I can take from that mission that we probably should have just kept plugging away at that command ship.
The Romulan Republic extends their sincere gratitude for your assistance in saving their homeworld. We now know the race you encountered there is called the Ilachi, and they are the Tal Shar's new allies. From what you found on Virinat and what they tried to do at New Romulus, I'd say that whatever they're doing, it's not in our best interests. The Republic is continuing to search for clues to reveal what exactly is happening to the people being abducted by the Ilachi. You, however, may be set to a different task.
Fantastic. So that was Shadow Play. Thank you for watching. We are going to move on next to Taris. That'll be another quite a tough mission for us at this level, and we'll look forward to that. And after that, the Vault, which is a mission I hate, but we won't think too far ahead. Taris is next. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. Please do comment if you wish. Please, nice comments only. We don't need negativity in our worlds. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next mission. Captain Shan, signing out.